Hi guys, I'm back. Trying to get my thing to focus. Okay, I think it's focused. Okay, I'm just gonna do a simple dirty pour because I feel like it. And I haven't done one in, well, I really haven't done just a regular dirty pour in like, wow, probably like 2 weeks now. So we're going to do this. I have not put my silicone in yet, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it in my white. Just 2 drops in my white, and you know, I think I'm going to do it in just one other color. Let's try the phthalo blue. Just 2 drops in it. That's it. You can see I have my level sitting there. It took me a while to get this canvas level because this canvas is warped something awful, but I got it level. So just make sure that your canvases are level before you start. This is an awesome level because it goes from edge to edge. It doesn't just sit in the middle, because some of the levels I've seen they're like this big, so they sit in the middle and your canvas kind of sinks. So you could have one side of your level, you know, lower than the other side, so it's not going to give you an accurate reading. So try and find a level that stretches from one side to the other side, so it's resting on the boards and not on your you know, the canvas itself that can do this. So okay, and make sure you do it both ways, this way and that way, so that you know, your paint's not going to pour off to one side. Because I tell you what, I've had these beautiful pours and I'll leave them sitting there, and 2 hours later I'll come back and one side, like, you know, it'll be centered. The beautiful picture will be centered, and then it'll slowly work its way this way and slide off the side of the canvas. So that's not cool. And then, you know, you got to wipe off all those strips, and it just kind of turns into a mess, and it doesn't look very pretty. So simple pour today. This is going to be hopefully a super quick video. I'm going to try not to chit chat too much because I realize I tend to talk a lot and run off on tangents. So we've got 4 colors here plus the white. The white is the Artist Loft Flow Acrylic. The pink, all of these are Artist Loft colors. The pink is the light violet. It is opaque. This one is the light blue, semi-opaque. This one is light violet, and it's opaque. And then, wait, that's deep magenta. Sorry, this one's light violet. Deep magenta, light blue, light violet, and then phthalo blue, which is one of my favorite colors. And it's semi-light transparent. So, since I have 3 opaques, I might not get too much color coming through. But I like the colors. They're calming, and I think I probably used just about the same colors a while back with the gray, and it turned out really pretty, and I really liked the gray. So I might just do these colors again with just gray instead of white. So, cup, silicone in the white and the blue, phthalo blue, and that's it. If you like another name for the colors, the white is vanilla. My 7 or 8 year old decided that they needed different names. So the pink is raspberry, the blue is cotton candy, the purple is grape, and this is blueberry. So I kind of like those color names better. I'll start off with the white, put a good amount in it. And I have no, you know, I'm not going to do this in any order. We're going to do them from high up and then back down. And let's do this pretty magenta. Ooh, look, I love the phthalo blue. It's so gorgeous. Up we go. And unfortunately, with this deep magenta Artist Loft, when I mix it with my floetrol, it gets really lumpy. So I have to stir and stir and stir and stir and stir and try and mash all the lumps out of it. Or I have to run it through a strainer once I'm done stirring, once I give up on the mashing. Either way, you know, it's such a pretty color. It's worth it if it comes out beautifully on your painting, right? Okay. I don't know about that phthalo blue and that light blue kind of mixing together. Let's put a little bit more of the deep magenta. I just can't get enough of that color. That's good, and that's way more than enough paint for this little bitty. This is just a 10-inch by 10-inch, and this this cup is 2/3 full, so it's way too much paint. So it's gonna have a lot of pour off. Just a simple flip cup here. They're just fun to do. Just fun. Look at that phthalo blue. I love it. It's so pretty. So pretty. Okay, let's just... I was trying to decide whether I wanted to pour some white around there. But no, I think we'll just do a simple flip cup today. Yeah, the blues kind of mixed together, and the magenta kind of mixed with the blues, and it's just a very subtle color palette today, which I kind of like. Kind of looks like winter to me at the moment. Look at that cup. Isn't that pretty? It's just, it looks like snow falling. Let's scrape some of this out. Just for the corners. I thought I had too much paint, but that's not too much paint for sure. Definitely not too much paint. I probably even could have put a little bit more on there, and it would have been better because it would have pulled the paint. Because look at the cells; they're tiny. Fire it. Get some more cell action, even though it's itty bitty teeny tiny. Oh my gosh! I haven't had cells this small in a while. All right. Look at this purple stripe poo here. Isn't that pretty? Maybe I should pour, like, doing a double pour a little bit more on the edges to pull that off. So I don't have to pour too much. We'll just use the same cup. And put some white. And let's just pour the rest of that lavender in there. Light violet, whatever color it was. And some more of that light blue. And let's go with the rest of that magenta. It's too pretty. Oh, let's do a hint of phthalo. There we go. Just a little bitty bit. Give it a stir since we're not flipping it. Look at that. Pretty. Should we just go through the center of it and then pour it off that way? That would be kind of cool, right? Okay, we'll just pour on the outside. Oh, I love those colors. Just to see what it'll do, pour it through the center. Oh, they're so calming. Look at that swirly in the cup. Isn't that pretty? Oh, yeah, that's pretty. Let's just scrape that off and go ahead and give it to the corners, right? Give it to the corners. Share. Oh, look what I did. I put a stripe through it. It's probably gonna pour off anyway, so no big deal. All right, that's good. Look at the little bitty cells. Oh, sorry about that. Let's keep that out. Just heat up the ribbon that we just sort of put through there. I love that band through there. That is so pretty. That would make a really pretty macro, I think. It's just... And if these were like huge, they'd be really awesome, but they're not huge. I'm going to move this painting out of the way because there's a painting sitting over here, which, by the way, was from last time, and it's boring as all get out. Let me show you. Look at that. Boring. Boring. It'd make a pretty background for something, but I don't think it's, you know... it's not a painting to me. Okay, let's get rid of some of this paint, even though I hate to pour off these beautiful colors. It just feels like, you know, that movie that every kid on the planet loves, that movie Frozen. That's what this feels like. It feels like Frozen. Here we go. No patience right now. I had patience earlier. It's gone. Here we go. I feel like I've lost all the cool stuff. That's interesting. It's got that big band through the middle of it. Wow, there's a lot of paint on the table. Did I get all the corners? No, I missed that corner over there. Palette knife, where are you? I've lost my palette knife. Where are you, palette knife? Okay. Hiding from me. Where's my palette knife? I've lost it. Okay, well, we won't be using the palette knife right now. So, that's odd. Okay. We'll just have to use a stick to pick everything up with. Wow. I can't believe I've lost my palette knife. I'm sad. Where did it go? Okay, well, onward we go. We'll just use a stick to get that corner over there. I don't like that band through there. It just sort of chops everything in half. See if we can pull some of that. Wrong color. Wrong color. Come on. There we go. That's better. You gotta use the right colors for the corners that you miss. Otherwise it sticks out like a sore thumb. Well, I'm not sure what this painting is doing. Really didn't. Maybe my paint, I think my paint may be just a hint thin today. I really feel like it's not quite thick enough. I don't know if I like that chunk through there. I feel like I need to maybe do some ribbon something or other. Let's fire it one more time and see if anything better comes up. Oh, look what it did. Look at all them teeny tiny little cells. Oh. I think I'm just making billions and billions of little cells here. I don't like this. It just cuts right through the center of the painting. And I'm just getting bunches and bunches and bunches of itty bitty, teeny tiny, itsy bitsy cells I'm not caring for. So, let's do some damage control maybe. We can try. We're going to start with some white. I'm just going to pour the rest of this white in there. Off camera because I can't set it in the middle of my painting, although it might improve the painting at this point. I wish I could do a swipe, but admittedly I'm terrible at swipes, so no swipes today. Alright, I'm putting the white in a cup, the phthalo blue, that pretty deep magenta, and maybe the light blue. No, I don't know. Maybe just some more of the phthalo, because there's not enough phthalo blue in there for me. I'm gonna just pour right over that sucker right there. I'm gonna pour over the whole painting. Okay, we've got white, phthalo blue, deep magenta. That's it. I'm trying to decide whether to add a hint more of that purpley color or a hint more of the blue because I like the blue. I don't know, what do you think? Sure, why not? Let's just pour it all in there. There's only a touch more of that lavendery color anyway, so we'll just dump it in there. Okay, now what should we do? Should we just flop it on down there and see what happens? Just pour it really fast all over the place? I mean, I really love this. I wish this was a much bigger section because it's really pretty. Run the stick through it. I'm trying to decide. Oh, this is hard to decide. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Let's just do this, right? It's done, people. It's done. I know you're all yelling at me. I'm sorry. But I had to do it. I had to do it. It just... Look at that. That's pretty, isn't it? Just pay up. Just the white and the blue. Just pretty. Alright, let's just pour all that paint off of there. Get the corner off of there because that looks bad. See, I'm liking it better already. Even though it's just kind of stripy, I'm kind of liking it. I feel like I should like leave it and not do anything else to it. Should I pour off a little more off of that side? Because this like white and that white and purple is going through there. I don't want to keep running my hand over because look at all this paint on my hands. I don't know if you can see that. I don't want it to go through the painting. I think I'm just going to leave it right there. I kind of like it. I like the contrast of the fat ribbons going through there. I am going to have to torch that, but I don't like this right here. This bothers me. Maybe I could pour it just a little bit that way. Let's try that. I promise it's just going to be a little bit. Just to get rid of that thing right there. Okay, it's gone. Let's see if we can bring it back just a little bit. Not too much. I don't want to stretch out those bands too much. Well, I hope I didn't ruin it. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave that. I really like those colors right through there. I might just do another pour one day with just the phthalo blue and the light blue and the white and see what happens. But that just is pretty to me. I like that. I need to torch, but I cannot pick up my torch because if I do pick up my torch, this is good. Yeah, I'm holding my hands over my painting. It's probably going to drip. Probably not a good idea. Oh, I should have learned my lesson by now, you'd think. Alright, let's just do a quick one over, get the air bubbles out, and then just sort of torch where I want to torch maybe. I'm holding it up about like here, so I can just barely feel the heat on my hand. I don't want to put too much heat, because then I was getting them teeny tiny little bubbles. I really don't want all those teeny tiny little bubbles. I kind of want something to come up through here though. Just something, a little bit of contrast. There we go. A little bit of contrast from that. Look at those little bitty cells in the white. Those are pretty. And see, the closer you get that heat to it, the more I'm getting those teeny tiny little itty bitty cells. And they're really pretty if you're 5 inches from your painting. I want some of those big cells, but not looking like I'm going to get a bunch of big cells. I got a few. It's pretty. I like this one. I'm keeping it. Well, if you like it and you want it, you can certainly purchase it. I like this section right there. Alright, I think I'm done with the heat. I don't think anything else is coming through there. I mean, it would if I really put it down on that. There's like something stuck right there. I can't tell if that's like the paint. I think it's just the white paint. It looks like, I don't know, it's bothering me though. There we go. Problem solved. And that one looks weird. Okay, there we go. This part is pretty. I kind of like the span through here. And those cells are kind of awesome. They're outlined sort of with that magenta. Alright, I promise I'm not gonna tilt it anymore. I just want to get the paint off. If you do not get the paint off, all that paint, look at all that paint. If you don't get that off the underside of your painting, all that paint that's dripping right there is going to pull your paint off while you're in the other room. Look at all that. See, you're not even going to know that all that paint is just pulling your beautiful artwork right off of the... And see, look at all that mess right there. I'm totally going to do something with that. Stick a square in it, something. I don't know, I kind of like it. Oh, yeah. I like it like this, right here. Okay. I like that. It's pretty. simple, but it kind of looks like it has a little depth because that darker on the top of, and that lighter purple and the pink in the background, I kind of like that. It kind of looks neat. So, I'm not sure why I'm not getting bigger cells. I would like to get bigger cells. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So I'm just going to take this for what it is. It was a pretty sort of, we call it it's kind of a double pour, one right on top of the other. It worked. It definitely turned out better than, I mean, for me, I liked it better than the way it was. So, you know, you never know with your paintings. It could turn out way worse, and then you just take your hand, you just wipe it all away. And sometimes you get something that you really like, and so I will get y'all down so I can give you a close-up of some of those really cool cells. Okay, here we are. Okay, these are the pretty cells that I was just talking about. Like, right there. Those are cool. And look how tiny. How tiny. How tiny are those? How cute are those? Those little bitty babies. The way the pretty colors kind of mix together. Sorry for the shadow. I like that band going through there. That's a cool band right there. It's got nice cells. Nice sort of definition. And that pink and that lavender just sort of fade into the background. Look at that cell right there. Right there. It looks like it's like a exploding asteroid. Okay. My thing does not autofocus, so I'm sorry I have to keep focusing it. Alright, so pretty, right? Kinda pretty. I'm happy with it. And this is where I'm going to leave you. Thanks for watching. Everybody, thank you for your support and your kind words in the comments. I love all of them. I love all of you. I love all my new people. Everybody go out and make some beautiful art. Happy pours. And see you later. Bye.